On the night of July 18th, I went to downtown Portland in order to protest against police brutality of peaceful protesters. I am a U.S. Navy veteran who served in the Navy for 8 years after graduating from the United States Naval Academy. I was wondering whether these federal officers had taken their oath of office as seriously as I had as well. By the time I got there, it was probably about 8:45 in the evening. It was actually quite a festive mood. People were in a really good mood. I walked the entire perimeter of the protest, and it was confined to 4 square city blocks in downtown Southwest Portland. That was it. The entire thing had been contained in 4 square city blocks. But as the protests continued into the evening, federal officers emerged out of the courthouse and plowed into peaceful protesters in the intersection near the courthouse. I was stunned and appalled that they were actually doing this. They gave no warning. None whatsoever. They just came out in a phalanx and plowed into a bunch of protesters. I was appalled. So I walked out of the park into the street just north of that intersection, just a few feet from the curb. I started asking them, why do you not remember your oath to the Constitution? Because if you took one and took it seriously, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing now. In response, one of them came up and leveled his weapon at me. Then a second one came and plowed right into me and knocked me back a few feet. At that point, there was this little dude to my left who decided to try to chop me down like I was a tree. And then another officer comes up with a can of pepper spray and squirts it straight into my face, at which point I was done. That had been like dumping burning gasoline in my eyeballs. I turned around and started to walk away, and that little dude with the baton hit me in the back as I'm walking away. And then I walked back into the park into a giant cloud of tear gas. At that point, I was pretty much blind because I couldn't see very well, and the tear gas was choking me, and I just basically collapsed on a park bench at that point. And it was at that point that one of the volunteer civilian combat medics came up and basically rescued me and evacuated me from the area. That I found that my hand had been broken in 2 places. I had bruises all over my body. And because getting that chemical irritant off is really difficult, I spent the next 3 or 4 hours in incredible pain on my face and in my eyes. And I was pissed. I was very angry at that point.